What is up, guys? So today we are in the basement right now, and we're going to be going over some tackle and how I keep my things organized and how we get ready for the big season. Alright, so first things first, let's get started. These are all, the boxes I'm going to keep in my boat. Everything you see here. These over here actually aren't even filled yet. They're in the process. I've actually emptied some of them, put more into some boxes, and so let's get started. So first things first, I'm going to jump into this box here. This one is just my hard top water baits. You can see I've got a wake bait here, stutter steps, a few popper, walking baits, little buzz plug. I don't even know where I got that thing. I don't remember. Somebody gave it to me, I think, for a present when I was like 10. Never used it. I know it's a great bait, but sexy dog spitting image, little storm popper. I think I found that one on the bank, actually. A few poppers here, and then some Zara spooks. In the process of putting new hooks on these. I've had these my whole life. They still are working great. Tore the old hooks off last season. Got to put some new ones on there. So that's the hard topwater lures. Alright, so now we are going to go into my frog box. So, when you're a cheap fisherman like I am, you tend to find a lot of good deals. So, that's why you see so many frogs. I know a lot of people don't even have this many frogs. A lot of people only have like 5 frogs. I've got a lot of hollow body frogs. So, these are mostly Spro Pad Crashers. This is a smoke. I don't remember the yellow color. We got the brown one there. A few top toads. Some other brand names here. Another Pad Crasher and a Spro there. And then here we've got the Live Target Sunfish, Pop and Perch by Strike King, I believe it is. And this one's the new popper. I know you guys have seen that one. Get that in there. Lunker Hunt, my bad, not Lunker Hut. And then this little H2O popper frog, which is probably my favorite frog. I've caught the most fish on this frog out of any of these. Here. Okay. Now this one is in the process of getting built. This is going to be like hard swim baits or big swim baits. I got some storms there, I got a big hook there, some Live Target swim baits, old Strike King one. Well, it's not old, but I mean, it's old to me. A little broke back. Nice for shallow grass. And this giant one here, and then this little guy here. The funny thing about this is I got it about 3 years ago, and I made it a goal to catch at least a fish off of it. So I didn't want to put it down. I just wanted to catch a fish off of it. The only thing I caught was a gar. So it was a big gar though. It was like 3 foot. It was pretty funny. Alright, so now we've got this box here. This one is just my shallow diving crankbaits. Not square bills, just shallow diving. You can see I've got a lot of different brands in here. I've got Bandit, I've got H2O, Strike King, Yo-Zuri, Rapala, some other ones too, Cordell's, a bunch of random ones. I try to keep them fairly organized by color, sexy shad, shad pattern, like somewhat similar jerk baits. You can reel these guys or jerk them. I prefer to jerk these little guys. Some other Strike King color or shad patterns there. Ghost and Citrus, and then a bunch of Bandits here, Splatterback, Mojo, a bunch of stuff like that. And then these here, the red, of course. Okay, now square bills. One of my favorite crankbaits of all. Alright, so start off here. We've got a Bandit here, a little H2O there. I know you guys know that one, a little Echo 1.5. Fat Boy, some more H2Os, little squishy one here. pretty unique. Got here, little crawl one, and then some jerk baits. I'm not a huge jerk bait fisherman. I've actually got one more other than what you've seen here. It's actually tied on one of my rods. Never really fish with them, but yeah, as you can see, I've got a total of 4 jerk baits. That's one of those strategies you really don't have to catch fish, but it is nice to know. Alright, this one's my jig box. So I try to keep everything in here from football jigs, flipping jigs, structured jigs, swim jigs, chatterbaits, all those guys here. As you can see, I've got like a chatterbait here, a little guy there, another one here, and then, you know, swim jigs, a bunch of stuff, just a bunch. And then I was actually making my jigs for a little bit. I got like that, a little round ball one there, nice for flipping. Just a bunch of different random jigs in that box, nothing too fancy. Most of the oddball stuff though I get from Mystery Tackle Box. That's mostly where I get most of the oddball stuff, which is awesome to have because you never know when you might need it. This here is just my hook box, you know, terminal tackle. Here in the south we do a lot of nighttime fishing, so big Colorado blades are nice. I mean, I know this seems like it's ginormous, but it's really not that big. I mean, it thumps, but you can see what I replace it with. You know, I take these off the other ones and put that guy on there, so catches a lot of fish. And then something I picked up is these. I fish with these quite a bit when they're not wanting that big thumper. And this is just powder coated, which is pretty neat. I've got, you know, nail weights. I've got extra trebles, bullet weights, clip weights, a few punching weights in there, jig heads, hooks, just regular worm hooks, drop shot hooks, and then a bunch of trailer hooks, a bunch of wobble heads, and flipping hooks. And these are just like accessories. So this here, the bobber stoppers, and then these guys, these are rattlers. You put them on your line, pretty unique. Bunch of stuff like that. Just a bunch of random stuff. Okay. This here is my deep diving crankbait box. I use this usually only in the late spring, early summer, when they are in that post-spawn stage where they're moving out on the ledges. So I don't have to use them that much, but I do use them when it's that time. I've got everything from something that dives from 15 feet in here up to about 25. So I've got some 8XDs, 6XDs, 5XDs, a bunch of H2Os that kind of mock the 5XDs and 8XDs. That's probably my favorite one right there, the barfish. I've caught a lot of fish off that one. It's a good color. You got old Bagleys in there. I'm sure you guys want to see that. It's vintage. I probably won't ever fish with it. Be scared to lose it. I don't even know why I have it in the tackle box. But that is a old Bagleys. If you can, I'll zoom in there. I don't know if it will or not. But it says Bagleys right there. There it goes. Right there, old Bagleys. It's old balsa wood crankbait. Very light. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So now, jump into this little guy. I am a huge rattle trap guy, but as you can see, I don't have that many because I never really lose them, and I fish with the same ones. This one was actually given to me. I know it looks like crap, but this one was given to me about 12 years ago from Kevin Van Dam. Sent it to me. My uncle used to fish with his brother back in like the Red Man tournaments, and he got him to send me this and a autographed hat. So I don't even know why that's in here either, or why it's all dirty. I fished with it a few times, but probably shouldn't. My favorite crankbait on this lake, or rattle trap, or lipless, whatever you want to call it, is this guy right here. Now usually I put the Mustad hooks on there, but this one just doesn't have it. That is my favorite right there, that color. Got some Booyahs, I got some Imas, Cordells, H2O, Strike Kings, you know, the whole 9 yards. Another thing is too, I prefer these boxes, but as you can see, I got a lot of boxes. Most of these came from Bass Pro Shops. They had a deal, 5 for $10, so you can't really beat that. This is my soft swim baits, so I've got everything from Big Bite to custom ones that are made here locally. Zoom, Big Bites, Reaction Innovations, Kitech, and I forget the name on these, but it's like a reverse boot tail. It's pretty unique. Another one you get from the boot tail comes out the top versus the bottom. Got that one from Mystery Tackle Box as well. Pretty cool. I keep all my soft ones in there. Alright, now where should we go? Let's go here. This is a casting net box, but I have utilized it. There's another live target swim bait, as you can see there. This I keep most of my spinner baits and buzz baits. This is what I use in the night time here, as you can see. Looks pretty wild. That's actually a twin-tailed grub, but it's stuck together. I swear it is. But that's what that looks like. I got some buzz baits, some other ones in here. This is probably something I use the most when it comes to grubs or anything like that that you have in swim baits and stuff like that, because it's just so easy to use. This Loctite super glue, you squeeze the sides right here and it only lets out enough that you need. It doesn't keep pouring out, so that's really quick and useful. I've been using that for probably 5-6 years. Okay, this guy here. Now realize this is all the stuff I keep in my boat. So I know it seems like a lot, but once it gets in the boat, it's not bad. This, I just keep all my regular stuff. Pliers, scissors, scales, fish grips. These things come in handy. You never know when you're going to need them, especially fishing up north once or twice a year. Catching pike and stuff, it comes in handy. This one I actually put on my scale. I keep that little zip tie on there, and it just, these hooks just hook right onto it, so it works out great. Some other stuff down there, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I keep in there. There's a little Mystery Tackle Box fish there. Alright, so these boxes here. I'm actually working on these, that's why I got these black dots on me. I've been writing with a marker all morning. So these are my soft plastics, and I figured this would be the best way to do it, because I was always having trouble finding certain ones or buying more than what I actually need. So this, I can actually stop that. So these, I have my rivets. I've got U-tail small. I've got trick worm small, fluke and grubs, creature baits, exo biospawns, so my exo sticks and all my biospawns stay in there because I use those a lot, so making sure I have those is the key to my tournaments. Brush hog and lizards, and craws. And then these here are all big U-tails and big trick worms. I actually ran out of bags, so that's kind of why I stopped. But I figured I'd show you guys how I keep everything organized, especially because it's spring cleaning time, and I know a lot of you are probably figuring out how you guys can make your tackle a little bit better. So here is all my line. Well, not all of it, but most of it. This is just stuff I keep usually in my car or in the boat, depending on where I'm going. I've got everything from 65-pound braid to 8-pound fluoro in here. I keep XL armor coated. That stuff's great for smooth casting, spinner baits, shatter baits, stuff like that. It's tough. Seaguar Red Label's probably my most used fluorocarbon. I've got a bunch of just monofilament. Of course, I use a lot of mono. Braid. I use braid from H2O to Seaguar, flipping stuff. Just a bunch of stuff in here. That's what I usually keep all my line in. And that is just nice and simple. As you can see, there's, 3 layers of line in here. I've got some mono and a bunch of other stuff, so pretty neat. Alright, so this here I've had for a very long time. This one actually just broke not too long ago, but this is what I use for co-angling. So if somebody calls me and says, hey, you want to go fishing, I throw what I need in here, and that's that. It's just a tackle bag. These things fit in there nice, so it works out great. Alright, this here is my creek bag. I know you guys see I creek fish a lot. It's fun. It really is fun. I know probably some of you are thinking, well, why would you creek fish if you have a boat? If you've been creek fishing, you'll understand why. It is just so fun. You can't beat it. I've actually got some stuff in here, just a bunch of random stuff still in here, but I throw 1 or 2 boxes in there, just to top water, some trick worms and stuff like that. And that pretty much sums up my tackle storage. Oh. So it's a lot, I know, especially for somebody that's not even a pro angler, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys liked the video today. I know it was kind of long. My voice isn't quite there yet. I'm still a little under the weather, but be looking for some fishing videos. We actually just filmed one the other day, and we're going to be filming one tomorrow, which is Friday, which I don't know when you guys are going to see this video, but please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment below what you guys want to see next. We'll see you next time. Valiant Ridge Outdoors is out.